Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and it seems today we got some crazy news. Mostly in terms of, I would say, it looks like some Americans are finally waking up, finally seeing on what's going on, and they're not happy, and rightfully so. It seems that people are not wanting the war, which is quite understandable, and they're not wanting nuclear war, and it doesn't seem like the Democratic Party is really in great standing because it's thanks to Tulsi Gabbard leaving, but there's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on with there, or how that really means, what that could potentially be for what's really behind the scenes, because I don't know whether or not we can trust her, whether she's going to flip and, try to help the Democrats in some other type of way. But I digress. It's a problem because it's a slight problem because I don't know the way she's thinking. She endorsed Biden beforehand, so it's just like there's no way that she doesn't know about the nuclear war or some of his plans. So that I digress is up in the air. However, she still pushed back, left the Democratic Party, and this has pushed another further way of other Democratic people, such as themselves, to want to not be a part of it. And AOC is getting a huge brunt of war, and a huge brunt of actually of the criticism that these young Americans don't want. I don't want the war. I will be speaking about it on this as well. But take a look at this clip. These young men are actively fighting against what they don't want, and more power to them. Take a look.
Unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb. You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done nothing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice. I believed in you, and you became the very thing you sought to fight against. That's what you've become. You are the establishment, and you are the reason why everybody will end up in a nuclear war unless you choose to stand up right now and denounce the Democratic Party. Will you do that? Yes or no? Okay, simple. Are you going to stop nuclear war? Yes or no? There is no line, because this is bullshit. None of this matters if we're all dead. None of it. You know that. Then let's take it up right now, because this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters right now. We could be in a nuclear war at any minute, and you continue to fund it. That's what's going on. Why not right now? You're the liar here. Nobody has held you accountable. That's what's happening. And it is time for you to stand up and realize that what you've been saying has been lies. Let your conscience come through for once.
Man, I could watch that video over and over again. He's right, though. They have been funding Ukraine, they have been helping Ukraine fight, and it's been pushing Putin to maybe make drastic measures to potentially mobilize nuclear weapons, to potentially have a nuclear war. The more we keep funding Ukraine, the more we keep having Ukraine fight back, the more that this keeps going on, the higher chances every single day a nuclear war keeps happening. And the Democrats are the ones that are keep on pushing this. When you have people, Democrats, such as these young men here, that actually voted for AOC, who believed in AOC, who believed in people that were not going to put us in some type of war, have gone against them. Why? Because they don't want war. They don't want battle. They don't want death. And this is something that people just do not understand. But people are finally realizing it. Look at the people in the crowd as they clapped. They clapped as this man was spouting truth because they did not want war. We do not want war. We do not want nuclear war. When we put feelings into place and say, oh, let's support Ukraine and let's give them money, your emotions is driving us to a war that we do not want. Now, let me put into a stance to make it perfectly understandable for everyone as my place and take on it. I haven't really talked too much about the war because I don't like talking about war in general. There has been chaos, there's been death, and I do not like it. However, my stance is that, do I support Ukraine? Yes. I do not want Ukraine to fall to Russia. I do not want I do not want people to die in this senseless battle that means absolutely nothing besides a power grab and a warmonger, hungry man. I do not like this. I do not like Putin. But I also do not like Ukraine and some of the things that they're doing. However, I guess not me. I want these people to senselessly be killed and brutally murdered. And kids to die. I do not want this. So, in order for me to stop this, or to maybe end it, is to have Ukraine fight their battle and not escalate the issue. We should not be putting money towards a other country that, one, is not a part of NATO and is not a part of the US, and we should not be interfering with other people's stuff. Plain and simple. That is just the end of the discussion. Now that we have done this, now that we have funded Ukraine, look at what's happening. We are now getting closer and closer to war, to nuclear war, every single day. Your children, think about this, your children, the people that are 20 and 24, people that are not at me because I am not at the HBB war. And not only that, with my bad eyesight, if anything happens to my Pacific glasses, I am rendered useless. I'll be a liability to the army. So therefore, I will not join the war for that specific reason because I'm actually literally a liability. But your kids, your grandkids, the people that you will see, you will lose them in this war. There will be death. There will be destruction. And there will be nothing left. American citizens will die. Your children will die. Please, for the love of God, to ban the Democratic Party because they're pushing for it. And yes, is there Republicans going for the war as well? I forgot his name that was going for the war. There are Republicans that want this war, and denounce them too. I do not want to be in this war, and any Republican and any Democrat that is actively wanting to go with this war is disgusting. All they want is power, all they want is death, all they want is money, and I will not stand for people like that. These people have spoken. The small room that the people were there, they have spoken. They do not want war. And the Democratic Party is falling and collapsing at their very own eyes. People are leaving. They're angry. And rightfully so. What will you do? Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.